Now, I don't like to get political when it comes to my videos. I never like to talk about politics or political views because that's not my thing. I don't really like to do that sort of thing. Even though I identify as a liberal Democrat, regardless, I don't like to talk about politics because it's just not my thing. With that said, this is probably going to be the one video that I'm going to get the most shit for because of my political views. So if you don't agree with any of what I'm about to say, well, I don't know what to tell you. So just today, James Gunn, the director of Guardians of the Galaxy and Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, and who was going to be the director of Guardians of the Galaxy 3, was fired by Disney for a bunch of old tweets that he said like many years ago. He tweeted in the past jokingly about things like child abuse and rape and assault, things that are not funny in any regard. And since then, he has long apologized for those tweets. He has acknowledged them many years ago, around the time that the first Guardians of the Galaxy came out, and he apologized for that. Everybody forgave him for it, and we all moved on. But then, internet personality and conspiracy theorist Mike Cernovich, I think that's how I pronounce it, he went back and took screenshots of all of Gunn's old tweets and blog posts involving those sort of things. Cernovich is part of the whole Pizzagate thing, which, for those who aren't familiar with that, it was this false conspiracy theory that was alleging that Hillary Clinton and her former campaign chairperson ran a child sex ring in a basement of a pizzeria. He took screenshots of all of Gunn's old tweets and basically said how, this guy, how could Disney be employing this man when he thinks these things? And because of this, because of all that pressure, Disney has cut ties with James Gunn. The chairman of Walt Disney Studios, Alan Horn, said, "The offensive attitudes and statements discovered on James's Twitter feed are indefensible and inconsistent with our studio's values, and we have severed our business relationship with him." And this lit a huge fire under the asses of everyone, pretty much anyone who's liberal, Democrat, a fan of James Gunn, and myself included. You have no idea how much this pisses me off. Like, look, what he said, what James Gunn tweeted all those years ago is indefensible, I'm sorry. I'm not defending anything that he said back then, because what he said back then was wrong. And I don't believe in any of those things at all. And the fact that he addressed these things, apologized for this, and has moved on and has grown as a person, it shows that the fact that, all these conservatives pretty much disregarded all of that, and because the whole reason why they went after him is because he doesn't agree with anything Trump says. That's it. They don't care about whether he believed in any of that stuff. All they care about is that he said bad things about Donald Trump, so we're going to go after him. That's why. That's all of that's their whole mentality when it comes to this. And it pisses me off because they're saying how he's a pedophile and he's part of this pedophile ring. None of this is true. I don't even have to guess. None of that is true. Like, and I tweeted about this saying how he apologized for these tweets years ago, but hey, the far right doesn't give a shit about personal growth. They don't care. All they care about is their beloved commander-in-chief and making sure that he doesn't get shit on by all these Hollywood pedophile phonies. It pisses me off and it makes me scared for the future, in that these people somehow wielded enough power for Disney to act upon this, for them to basically take their side. Like, it scares me in the sense that I'm worried about what's going to happen next. I'm worried about what the next step of this sort of thing is going to be. Because if they can somehow have enough influence to make something like this happen, again, I'm not condoning anything that James Gunn tweeted, like, in the last, like, before he got the job of being the director of Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm not condoning any of that. All I'm saying is the man addressed all of these things years back. He apologized for it. And since then, he has grown as a human being. And the fact that they have been coming at him so vehemently because of this is ridiculous. And plus, what's going to happen to the franchise now that he's gone? Like, are they still going to go ahead with Guardians 3? If so, they're probably not going to use anything that he wrote. Because he was writing the script for Guardians of the Galaxy 3, but I don't think they're going to use any of it now. Like, who are they going to get to replace him? It actually wouldn't surprise me if, because of this, all of the main cast members that were going to be in Guardians of the Galaxy 3, like Chris Pratt and Zoe Saldana and Dave Bautista and Vin Diesel and Bradley Cooper, like all those guys, I wouldn't be surprised if they all decided to walk off the project because of this. In fact, I think they should. Because if James Gunn isn't going to do this, then why should they? You know, I'm sure they all came on to the first movie because of him. You know, the first two Guardians movies are his movies. Yeah, I know they're part of the big Marvel Cinematic Universe, I know, but they're still his movies. They are his vision. And without him, what are you going to do? Like, if they are going to make another Guardians of the Galaxy movie, and because of how much money the first two made, they probably still will do it, they're going to have to reboot it. They're going to have to make it with a new cast, a new set of characters, because if they're going to keep going with these set of characters, then, and without James Gunn, then it won't be the same. Plus, you know what really pisses me off about this the most is the fact that this man, what's his name, Mike Cernovich, he was criticizing Gunn for all the things for all those tweets that he said. It's kind of hypocritical of that guy to say this, because he tweeted something in 2012, in August of 2012, that is very problematic in itself. He said, "Have you guys ever tried raping a girl without using force? It's basically impossible. Date rape does not exist." If you said something like that, then what gives you the right to call him out for these things when he apologized for this, and I'm pretty sure you didn't? I'm pretty sure you still think that shit is funny, and yet you call him out for this. Well, I hope you're happy. I hope you're happy, because this is... stuff like this is only the beginning. Honestly, I want Disney to rehire James Gunn, because of the fact that he doesn't believe in any of that stuff anymore. He doesn't. He's a changed man. But again, all those right-wing conservatives, they don't give a shit about that. No. All they care about is the fact that he said some terrible things about Donald Trump time and time again, things that are absolutely factual and true. And if I lose a bunch of subscribers because of this, whatever. I don't care. Anyone who believes in this sort of thing, you're not welcome. You're not welcome to watch any of my stuff. Go ahead, leave. I don't care. You're not welcome. I guess just to wrap this up, I'm really disappointed in Disney for making this decision. I really am. I'm disappointed in them for not standing by James Gunn and establishing the fact that, yes, he did say those things. He did tweet those kinds of jokes in the past, but he doesn't do that anymore. He's long since stopped doing those things. I'm surprised that they haven't stood by him. The fact that they didn't really pisses me off. Here's my question to you all. Now that James Gunn isn't going to make Guardians of the Galaxy 3, do you still want this movie to be made? Do you still want to see a third Guardians of the Galaxy movie without James Gunn? If so, let me know in the comments down below. And if you do like what you saw here, then feel free to click that thumbs up button, share this video with your friends, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. But if you're a conservative, then again, take your business elsewhere, because I do not allow that sort of thing. I don't. Until next time, I'm Marc. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.